Yeah, I just created some shit legendary. I ain't gonna front. I just created something legendary. Niggas don't even know. I'm about to build a whole new philosophy around that, what I just said. Cause how many, the way I broke it down, I don't know, it just came to me too. Like, shit crazy. It just came to me out the blue. But it's like, we gonna start calling that shit the zoom in, zoom out philosophy. That's what I might write a book on that motherfucker. Because all the questions be falling under the same thing. It's like, you feel me? There's plenty of other different methods, different trains of thought, patterns, perspectives you go hold. But at the end of the day, it come down to two things. Is it zooming in or is it zooming out? Point blank period. It's like, shit amazing. It's like, it's, I forgot what I said. Damn that. Oh, nah. I said it's easy to, it's a fucking full moon tonight. I might turn into a whale without this bitch. You never know. But I said, it's easy to reflect on how something made you feel. Feel me? That would be like zooming in times one. Harder to reflect on why it made you feel that way. Zoom in times two. And I said, even harder to understood the role you played in it. That would be zooming out times one. And then way harder than that would be understanding how you could have changed the situation if only you had changed your response. That's zooming out times two. I just gave those examples just to show, like, it's infinitely, you feel me? Like, it's a infinite amount of possibilities when we talk about this. But that's just really the essence of what shadow work is. And I know a lot of questions formulated towards me when people ask me, how do I do this? Why I feel like this? Why I feel like that? It be consistent of the same type of formula. Like, it could be solved if you just ask, like, if you just following a template that just is either zooming in or zooming out. And that's just like the essence of shadow work. Like, you go within. Obviously you got to zoom in first, because you have to put yourself under the microscope to even know how you play a role in the grand scheme of things. You feel what I'm saying? And then even less than that, just play a role in the scheme of things in general, in your everyday life, in your everyday environment. And then your you feel me, eventually your role in the universe and how you correlate and, you know, correlate with everything around you, and how everything around you plus you correlate to everything around that. You feel what I'm saying? It just keep, like, let's say you in a box, you step in the box first. You start off in the box, which would be like you zoomed in. Go outside the box, which would be like you zooming out. That's why they be like, think outside the box. But that's only that's only like 2-dimensional, right? That's like zooming out times 2. You still gotta know that's zooming out times 1, actually, because you just stepped outside the box. But when you step outside, when you realize there's another box that you could also step outside, and you step outside that box, that would be like zooming out times 2. That's all it is. It's just reflecting like a lens, but holding different perspectives under the microscope. That's how you access like higher dimensions of thought. That's how I'm even able to tell you this information. I had to zoom out. If I'm telling you to zoom out 2 times and give you the example of what would be like zooming out 2 times, I had to zoom out 3 times in order to put that two examples I gave you under the microscope, so you could be able to understand what I'm talking about. Do you feel me? Like, think about what I'm really telling you. It's like the type of shit that catch you on a time traveler movie or some shit, and they keep going back in time and fucking with the plot and shit. And each time they go back, it's like you create a definite amount of possibilities of shit that fell out because of that. And now, you feel me? It's just like, I'll go back in time 10 seconds ago, and from where I just walked 10 seconds ago, I could see myself talking to y'all right now. You feel what I'm saying? like 10 seconds after, and then go back another 10 seconds, I would see myself 10 seconds before watching him, and back against the same shit. You feel what I'm saying? That's all it is, bro. I'm not sure what Snoop doing right here. I'm really waiting for her so I could keep walking, but because it's real finicky right now. I don't know what's up, but that's why if y'all see me looking over, looking like, you feel me, it's just because I'm just gotta watch. Like, I'm not a dummy, you feel me? But it's like I be talking to y'all in the video, but I'm still aware of my surroundings. That's what I'm saying. I have to zoom out. I'm zoomed out right now. I'm talking to y'all. I'm not just like in first person mode. But yeah. It's really yeah, that's just the essence of shadow work. This not even have to be a long vid. That's just I already laid down the groundwork. Once you start formulating, if you still don't understand what I'm saying, once you start just formulating, think about what I said. Sit on it, right? Meditate on it. Do what you gotta do. And just reflect about what I said. And it's all gonna start to fall into place when you get into a moment when you realize you might need to zoom out. And you can also apply this. Let me give some examples of how you can apply this to your everyday life. It don't have to be in order. Like, when you're doing shadow work, generally you will want, and this is a must, you must always start by zooming in first, because that's where you get your infrastructure from in order to like go outward, in order to zoom out. You feel what I'm saying? You have to know yourself first before you can zoom out on anything, and yourself included with anything else. You have to know you first and how you connect with everything else. That's point blank period. So you build inward and build out. You feel me? Like, you build in first, build out. The only way out is within. Simple shit. We've been saying that for like 2 years ago. 2 years now, we're saying that. It's like, yeah. The fuck am I keep leaving myself because I keep jumping from too many different things at one time. Fuck, but what was I saying? Oh yeah. So, let's say your situations right now, or even later down the line after you watch the video, you might get into, and it's like, oh shit, this person is, let's say somebody says some passive aggressiveness, you know, left a passive aggressive comment. You know how people be when they say something, but in between the lines, it's like, there's really an art to that. I was just speaking about this, for me. It's really an art to, like the other day, it's really an art to just talking, having one conversation, but have so many underlying things that you saying or implying, you know, communicating in between the lines type shit. That's when the real mental chess, you feel me, get activated. And they can start playing 4D chess. Oh, she over there eating chicken. Snoop! Get away from there. She over there eating some fucking chicken. That's why I hear her crunching a bone or some shit. Crazy. But yeah, so let's say if somebody let off a passive aggressive comment towards you, in that moment, you gotta zoom out. That would be you applying a zoom out effect, because you will have to understand how, like, you will have to shift your perspective to how you feel, because obviously it's gonna make you, if you in first person mode, it's gonna make you react. You're not gonna be able to respond, you're just gonna react to it. But if you zoom out, you're able to actually sit with it, what they said, and it could all happen in real time. It could be 1 second, but it just so happen, it's just so quick. But everything slowed down when you zoom out, because you disassociate, like, you experience time different. And when you zoom out, and you're able to detach yourself from what you felt, from what they did, you realize, like, it's all a reflection of that person, what they got going on. It have nothing to do with you. See, but when you zoomed in, you not seeing that. So you just reacting to what they said because it made you feel the way. Like I said, zoom in times one. Easy to reflect on how something made you feel. You feel what I'm saying? That would be zooming out, and then zooming out times one would have been like what you did, or that would be like zooming out times two, I guess. But you get the picture. It's just zoom out, zoom in, bro. I might read a book on it. I might write a book on that motherfucker in the future, like real shit, bro. That's all it is. When you able to apply it, eventually when you become a master at zooming in and zooming out, you able to purge any demons you may be fighting internally, and you able to purge any demons outside of you that other people may bring to you, because you understand those demons not even attached to you in the first place, for one. And for two, you're able to respond better, because when you're zooming out, you're able to respond better because you're not associated to the negativity that they throwing at you. You become more active in your field. Remember that biofield I'm talking about? That's, you feel me, everybody had, but not that you can't tell it's there, but you know it's there. You can feel it when you get goosebumps, when your hair start to stand up on the back of your neck, all that. Feel me? That shit is coming into contact with your biofield you may not be aware of, because we can't see or past a certain level of megahertz frequency, and we can only hear past a certain level of megahertz frequency as well. So we're not able to see and hear everything going on, but our bodies are still intelligent. Our spirit is still intelligent enough that is able to detect things that we're not able to detect. And we get the backlash from it, because our body's also intelligent and communicates with our spirit to relay information that we process in the brain. I'm giving y'all science and spiritual science at the same time. They go hand in hand, bro. It's metaphysical and it's physical science. Feel me? They will call metaphysical pseudoscience in some aspects. I'm just giving you the truth. If you look at metaphysical science as pseudoscience, you're not never gonna get the whole picture, because you're only looking at it from half. You're only looking at it with one eye. You feel what I'm saying? And it ain't your third. Nigga, it's the right or the left, but it ain't your third. So yeah, but that's really zoom in, zoom out, bro. Become a master at it. You able to apply it to different situations in your life. Like if you did something wrong, you're able to really zoom in, get in touch with yourself, and get back in alignment, and not be, holding, people be shameful about certain shit they did 5 years ago. Still suffering from anxiety from shit that happened 5 years ago. Some shit they did, made a mistake. Now they feel shame about doing that certain thing or getting into conditions that simulate that certain thing. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it ain't. Nah, you feel me? It all fall down to two different things, bro. When I simulate like that, it just made everything so easier. So it's just a new way of looking at it for people who not able to internalize the information I provide, because it may be too, you feel me, structured in a way where they're not able to internalize it. And so I'm just breaking it down to a simple umbrella. Like, is you zooming out or is you zooming in? You feel what I'm saying? Really what it is, bro. And Snoop is like stolen, so I feel like she's just playing with my vid. Come on. Feel me? That's it for this video. I'm not even gonna make it take too long, because every time I get to 20 minutes, every time I get to 20 minutes, like the 20-minute mark, it's like the vid be taking, like, I be having to upload it twice, because I be thinking it's uploaded. I go back, check on the app, 4 hours later, shit still saying ain't uploaded. So now they playing with me. Bad enough I'm already shadow banned. Now you're not trying to let my vid go. Like, bro, don't do that, bro. Feel me? Because then when I get on some shit and I really turn this whole shit upside down, and I start really saying shit that they don't want niggas to hear, or, you feel me? You know how I get, bro. Because I used to get banned like every month, bro, for some shit I done made from 2 years ago. They'll find some shit to ban me off of. If I say something right now, they'll find some shit. Even if I didn't say nothing that made me bannable, they'll go find some old shit to ban me with on purpose, just because. And if they don't find out, they'll ban you just cause, off of the strength of, they don't have no precedent to do it, but now they ain't got no choices. Like, if they desperate enough, they'll just ban you just off rip for no reason. That ass. Real shit, they'll ban you. Them niggas don't give a fuck. But yeah, I'm not even gonna stress this video any longer. I'm gonna just let y'all shit with that, feel me? I already explained it pretty in depth on the post. Post I made on Facebook. I'm gonna post on Instagram later for niggas who ain't see. But Stu, why you still standing there? You know I'm holding the door open for you, right? I don't know if y'all knew this, because I can't tell if you never met me, but I'll be a gentleman, feel me? I'm holding the door open for Snoop. And that's why you can't be nice. You can't be nice to everybody, because you see, start taking your kindness for weakness and just playing with you. And look, now that I'm talking now, she's just walking up the stairs now. Now over something, she wanna walk up the stairs. It's just magic. She don't even know what I'm saying to y'all, but she know that she holding me right now. She just looking back at me like, why is this nigga talking about me? I'm crying now. It's all love. Snoop, I'm not going back outside with you. I already took you to the store with me yesterday. I said yesterday. I already took you to the store with me earlier. That's how you know I'm living outside of time. Like, shit ain't even feel real. Come on. Go ahead. I love y'all though. 6 on Mac. Peace.